field's just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
From just inside the 20, a short kick, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
So this game of our Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Play action, it's Burrow.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Returning it, John Ross.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun, going for it all. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Prescott on first down. Completes it to Benjamin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 14, Washington 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there for Washington.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can.
And Burrow going to throw again.
And incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And now here's Ross. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott.
Being chased. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Where they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he's able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10, and able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Prescott off play action. Steps away. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
First down, here's Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Going deep downfield for Ross. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, there's Rager. A nice grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Second down and goal. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This ball complete to Rager. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprint.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A huge play there for Washington.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Ross to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play here for Dallas.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Steps away to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And now here's Ross. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
First down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10.
12. Stop. 46. Ready. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Being chased out left. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To the air again, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Prescott off play action. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
11 empty.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, 45 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and through, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
11 empty. Hey.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. To try again after the sack. Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7.